Hello, hi, and welcome back. It's your bearded beauty boy Charlie coming at you with another creative look. If you're new here, I'm Charlie. This is my channel for all things beauty, skincare, and grooming related. Welcome. Thank you so much. If you like anything in this video, drop the like. If you have a comment or a question, drop it below. If you just like me in general, click that subscribe button and maybe the bell notification. For today's video, I thought like, hey, inspired by the new background, I packed out all my favorite products from my beauty room and from my kit, and products that's new, products that I love and trusted. And I thought like, hey, why don't you just sit down, get to know each other a little bit better, talk about the products I like, the brushes I like, everything like that. Maybe have a rant here and there. I don't know, it's still early. And just do a nice little golden glittery editorial avant-garde OTT look. So to start off with, my lips are dry AF. I'm going to go in with the Pink Cosmetic Cherry Balm. This is a lip sleeping mask, so I use it for that every evening, but I actually quite like it during the day as well. So just start off with that. I don't know what's happening, but my lips have been very dry. So I'm starting with the Prep and Poreless All-in-One Super Primer. What I really like about this primer is, firstly, it smells like caramel to me. What I really like about this primer is that it does smell like caramel, but it's not like, it's got a nice caramel scent to it. It does have like a silicone kind of consistency to it, but it does make your skin feel very velvet and soft and like prepped. I do not see, I mean, it's got sort of like a blurring effect to it, but we'll see when the foundation is up. Regarding primers, a lot of people are like, yes for primers, no for primers. Is primers just created by the beauty industry to get your money? Probably. My thinking about a primer is, if your skin is beautiful already after your moisturizer, after your essential oils or your strobe cream or whatever you put on before a primer, sunscreen, you don't really need a primer. Primer is really there to minimize pores, minimize shine if you're really oily skin, minimize kind of textures and all the rest. Primer is for that. If you already have flawless skin or anything like that, primer is not really necessary. It's an added step. Now you know. So the next primer is a new one that I'm trying. It is the Gosh Chameleon Under Eye Primer. I really like the Gosh Chameleon primer itself. It's sort of like tinted. So I usually use that primer just for my natural, like everyday. This is the new pairing to the primer. It is the Under Eye Primer. It says it's cooling and anti-wrinkle base for the under eyes. It's really thick consistency, sort of like if this was the concealer of a primer, if that makes sense, like a thicker formulation of a primer. Like a concealer is a thicker formulation of a foundation. Get what I'm saying? So I'm just going to tap this under my eye as recommended, and you can see there's a slight color differentiation. There's a slight color correction to the under eye. Best applied with a finger, so you can really just get under that, and you are softer with your fingers usually around the under eye. Okay, so we're going to just tap that in. My skin feels lacquer, soft and smooth. Okay, onto the brows. Start off with the soap brows. So this is basically like an all natural glycerin soap. To activate the product, you can take a setting spray. I'm taking the NYX Dewy Finish setting spray, and you can spray the container, or you can spray your spoolie. I'm going to spray my spoolie, run it through the product, load your spoolie brush, and then all you do is comb through your brows. If you've got natural thin normal eyebrows, I would say, you can really like soap up your brows and really give that like big bushy editorial brows. Soap brows. Like, are you even a makeup artist if you don't have soap brows? Joke. The Gosh Brow Hair Stroke 24-hour semi tattoo ink liner, and just focusing my tail ends and filling those in. So I'm going to complete my face, foundation, concealer and all the rest now before starting with my eyes. Usually if it is very dramatic and there's a lot of powder and a lot of kind of like deeper shades within the eyes, I would actually do the eyes first and then the rest of the foundation, because then I can clean up wherever there's fallout or really like sharpen the lines. Because it's more of like a bigger space, I can be a little bit more forgiving in the area and make everything work. So the concealer I'm working with is the Can't Stop Won't Stop concealer. This is in natural, and just pop that under the eye and around the brow. To blend out the concealer, I really like to use the Real Techniques brushes. This one's the Deluxe Crease brush. This comes in like the Duo pack for eyeshadows. There's like a little flatter partner that goes with this. I really like this dome kind of finger to blend out my concealer, especially around the eyes. I've forgotten how intense this concealer is. Like, if it dries, it dries. For foundation, I'm going in with the brand new Revlon stick foundation, the ColorStay Life Proof foundation. This is in shade 320 True Beige. What I really like about the stick foundation is, yes, it is a full coverage foundation, but if you just use it sparingly, like sparingly, in the center of the face, you can actually blend it out with your fingers. Yeah, let it blend naturally. For like a cream blush moment, I'm going in with the Revlon Kiss Cloud Blotting lip color in 005 Whipped Strawberries. Nice little orange moment. And a stippling brush. This one is from ColourPop. And just load my brush and just go in. What I really like about the Revlon Kiss Cloud lip colors is the fact that you can use it as a cream blush, or it's like perfect on the lips. It's nice and creamy, it's super light, it's really addictive for the summer. So that's pretty much like the face moment for foundation, as both the Revlon ColorStay Life Proof Stick Foundation and the Can't Stop Won't Stop Concealer by NYX is both a full matte product. You don't need a lot of powder, but I like to powder directly under my eyes and the folds of my nose and a little bit on my forehead, especially for my, as you can see, deep set creases over here. They are prominent. So just to ensure that no oils or anything like break down the foundation and causing extra creasing, I'm going to go in with the Revlon Candid translucent powder. This is in shade 01. So there's 3 shades. It's not completely translucent. There is like a tiny color into it. Not a big fan of the sifter, to be honest. Difficult to get product out. So I'm just going to go back in with the same concealer brush that I used to blend it out, and first ensure that there's no creases. So tap out any of the creases with your finger or brush before powdering. So to sculpt and chisel my face, I'm going to go in with my ultimate contour palette. This is like my perfect palette. So what I absolutely love about the MAC Studio Studio Fix Sculpt and Shape contouring palette, especially the medium dark to dark palette, is I can use this for anyone. Maybe not for the darkest of darkest clientele and models, but I can definitely use this sparingly on fair, lighter skin. I've actually used like the orange as a shadow on really fair skin, as a blush. Great for brightening with darker, ethnicer skin. There's a cool and warm tones. I absolutely love this palette. I prefer this over the light to medium palette. I think this is like a go for anyone. So we're gonna go and contour with the lighter shadows. I'm going in with the Real Techniques 303 brush. I really like this brush for contouring because it can really chisel out. So I've just loaded my brush ever so slightly, tapping off the excess on my forearm, and just, it's like a ruler. So you can like place it where you want to with the edge, and then with the fat side, like just run it and blend it through. So basically just below where I had the blush. So my little rule of thumb when it comes to sculpting or contouring or anything, don't pull your face in funny kind of fish faces or whatever. So a lot of people are like, oh, do the fish face and then put your contour there and your blush there. The problem is if you pull your face and you contour and highlight, when you relax your face again, your lines is not going to line up. It's going to be like you've got these random face structure. If you want to recreate a new shape, that's fine, but relax, keep a relaxed face, and then place where you want that shadow to be, because you're more relaxed more of the time than pulling all of these different faces. So you don't want to be like clocked when you're relaxed, if that makes sense. So I want to just enhance the blush ever so slightly, make it a little bit more peachier. I feel like it really like warmed up to the skin and like settled. So I'm going in with a Romantic Gardens palette by Catrice Cosmetics. It's the Everyday Face and Cheek palette. And we're gonna go in with matte blush, this little peachy number, and a nice little fluffy brush by Gosh. This is the 009 blusher brush. There we go. Load the brush, tap it off, and then just tap it over the cream. Onto the eyes. We're gonna have like a little bit of a cut crease moment. We're gonna have like all these different shades and colorways. It's gonna be, if you know what I mean. So just to create the basic shape of the eye, so I'm going to go in with the LMG Pro Artistry Palette by Elegance Cosmetics. And I think we're going to start off with this nice little terracotta color in a nice fluffy brush. I think the color's name is Cinnamon. So the brush that I'm using is this little doe footy brush. Nice little blender, stacker, all of them together. This is the Morphe E21. Ooh, I feel like a professional YouTuber now. Using Morphe E21, picking up Cinnamon from the LMG palette by Elegance Cosmetics. So just loading that brush, and I'm just gonna pack it on the outer corner. What I like about this shade, it's a nice kind of like neutral brown, but a warm brown, just to like as a guide. So I can pack this up, blend it out, and know like the shape that I want to create. So I've got a bit of a hooded eyes, so what I like to do is I like to pack the shadow on the outer corner, not too far from my tail, from the brow, and then just pull it straight over to the bridge of my nose and slightly down with the bridge of my nose, instead of following my natural crease, because this will just create that illusion that the eye is slightly more open and awake. So that is sort of my shape I want to go. And then just pull whatever's left on the brush down. I'm going to soften the edges with a Bobbi Brown B5 or fluffy Bobbi Brown brush, and picking up Vanilla Silk just to soften the edges. Okay, so going in with the MAC Art Library, its designer palette. So I'm going to pick up Can't Afford This on a Inglot 18 SS brush, little pencil brush, a fatter pencil brush, and just pick up that product and just sort of like define my crease. And pull the same color, the lower liner. Okay, so going in with the same palette, bright pink, matte, I'm just going to tap that on the outer corner of my eye with the Morphe E21. So going over to the MAC Art Library Flame-Boyant, we're going to go in with the shade Louvre at First Sight. Louvre at First Sight. Also matte, I'm going to take the same Morphe brush and just pack it on the outer corner of the eyelid. So now I want to cut crease, going in with the NYX Lid Lingerie Matte, and this is in shade 14, well, white. And then I like to, on closest to my eyelashes, and then just look up, and there I'll have like a guide. So taking like Dome concealer brush, I'm just going to pick up this white lid kind of shadow, cream shadow, concealer shadow, and then just follow that shape and drag it and cover. So now that we created the cut crease, we want to set the area, now that it's a little bit tacky, with 3 eyeshadows. So in the inner tear duct, we want to go in with the lighter shade from Flame-Boyant, and this is called What's the Pointillism. So I'm just going to take my finger and pat it. Next, we're going to go to its designer, and I think I'm going to pick up If It Ain't Baroque. It's got like this goldy green yellow metallic shift. Just bud that next to What's the Pointillism. And then the next shade that we're going to go to the center is its designer. And this is a foil shade. It's beautiful. Wow. So it's that kind of, it's quite a phoenixy shade. And then you can just blend them all together with your finger. The outer corner, take a little bit of Flame-Boyant on the brush and then just melt and blend away sort of that part. Guys, I can hear you. You're like, Charlie, what are you doing? It's not even a good crease and cut crease and warm smoky eye. I know, I feel you, but we'll elevate it. It's like, trust the process, I always say. So for the waterline, I'm going to go in with the NYX Tropic Pro Liner in No Shade. What I really like about these pencils are they are super pigmented, they're super creamy, and they're perfect for around the eyes or even a lip liner. The whole collection is stunning. So I've completely watered my line. I especially focused within the tear duct. I wanted that color there. So I'm going back in with my little pencil brush, and that orange shade, Can't Afford This, in the It's Designer palette and then just highlights under my eyes. I really like blowing the color out like in the tear duct. Like you always want to highlight that area, but like pulling the line, it creates this like beautiful odd shape that I'm living for at the moment. So now looking at this and seeing like the gold on the lid, not really vibing it. I really want like the copper, I want orange, I really want to emphasize that. So I've got this Jelly Pot by Chic Cosmetics. It feels a little bit dry, but it could just maybe be, I haven't had it open for so long. Maybe it's just this batch's consistency. Yeah, there's payoff. So I'm gonna rather go in with my finger and then tap it on my lid. Okay, so now that we're here, I blended out like sort of the tail ends. I feel like we're in a 1920s environment at the moment. It's a journey, it's a full-on journey. With a Dazzleshadow Liquid by MAC. This is in Blinking Brilliant. Here we go, glitter just over the entire lid. Gives that like nice little glossy vibe to it. There we go, it's quite beautiful over the Jelly Pot. It does have that like full glitter fantasy to it now. Seeing we're coming back. Journeys, tribulations, all the rest. Loving this at the moment for me. Loving this for me. Yeah, I'm gonna put on mascara and some lashes and we'll be back in a sec. Okay, we're back. Things escalated as normal. Things escalate always with me. Okay, so I put on my lashes and mascara. The mascara that I was using is the Revlon Volumizing waterproof one. What I really love about this mascara, especially for my bottom lashes, it makes it like really super long. They clump up enough to make them like thick and long and like defined. I really like them. The lashes are just baby doll lashes that I found in a box. Sorry. If anyone wants to sponsor lashes, send it over my way. I made the eye shape a little bit more round and defined it more with the orange from the It's Designer Art Library. I felt that this design went a little bit more like, you know, 1920s little round design. I enhanced it more with the Dazzling Shadow. I went in with the Urban Decay. This is a lip product actually. This is in Vice Spectrum Effect Lip Top Coat. So I don't think this is meant for the eye, but I just went in with a crease and like defined that crease slightly. The Vivid Bright NYX Vivid Bright liquid liners. I created the faux freckles everywhere, and then also with the orange, I just defined the line, the crease on top. So I did that with these. And the sparkly glitter freckles is the Dream Sequence. I think this is the chunky glitter. I don't know which shade it is, but it's like blue and transparent and holographic and gold and all the rest. So what I did to apply them, I set my face, well, spritz and set my entire face with a NYX Dewy finish. And then with one of these little nail gem applicators, I just picked up, well, dipped it into the glitter and then just placed it strategically to complement the freckles. So that is pretty much what I did with the eyes and the freckles. It went a little bit 1920s, really like it. It matches my backdrop quite nicely. Onto lips. So for my lips, I just want to keep it like very glossy and nude and natural. So my new ultimate favorite is the Revlon Ultra HD Vinyl Lip Polish. This is in Date Night. 960. I absolutely love this formulation. It's just gorgeous and it's like my perfect nude. It's like my perfect nude. It's like that one coat. I'm done. Just look at that shine. What I really, really love about the lipstick is like it's a mix between a high gloss and a lipstick. It's absolutely gorgeous. And there we go. So this is the final look. I hope you enjoyed it. It's a nice little glittery, festive vibe, 1920s throwback. If you like this video, why not drop a like, leave a comment, subscribe, ring the notification bell and all the rest. Thank you so much. I appreciate you all. Until next week, stay beautiful.